Let's go to effects. There are free effects in town, and there are famous ones, of course. Please invest in yourself, else nobody is going to invest in you. So I'll just be picking some of them and then show you. My effects plugin, I can tell you, is worth a lot. It's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. My screen capture might not show it, but as I click them, you'll be seeing some of them, and they are the best. I'm so proud of them. Get them. Just go online and purchase them and have your freedom. They are third party. Fruity Loop has a lot of them, has a lot which are very, very good, but I'm talking about the third party ones, because the other ones, as soon as you buy the FL Studio, you already have them. But I'm talking about the ones that might not come with them, and these are some of them. Auto-Tune EFX. Auto-Tune EFX. This is for vocal. Those vocal effects, if you want to create T-Pain effects and then do vocal corrections, you need this. Auto-Tune EFX is very, very important. Auto-Tune EFX from Rtas, of course. I have a lot of their products and I have invested in them. These are very good products. Invest and buy them. I'm not doing marketing for anybody. I'm not here to market anybody's product, but I have used them and I've had amazing results. If somebody is singing in a key, say C, it's just a matter of picking the key C. If it is major, just pick the major. If it is minor, just click the minor and the person will sing. If you need that effect, when you come to this side, you can see hard effect. You can make it soft, or you can use it for pitch correction. Just make sure you know the key that the person sings on. Just come and select the key, select the person's voice type. Is it alto? Is it baritone? Is it soprano? Just select it and this will do. And you can also use it to crane. You can also use it to create the T-Pain effect. That T-Pain effect, you can also use it. So it's very, very important. Alright, let's look at another one. We can also talk about, I have a lot of Rtas product. Auto-Tune Evo, all for vocal correction. Rtas Auto-Tune Evo. This one too is just like the first one. It's just like the Auto-Tune EFX. Now they're receiving EFX too, and this is Auto-Tune. I think this version is 6.9. The latest edition is in, which is 7. All these are for vocal correction, for vocal processing. Auto-Tune Evo. Someday I'll take my time and show you how it works, how it is used for peak correction in both this mode and in the graphical mode. This is the graphical mode, and then the other mode, the automatic mode, where you just pick and then you do the reaching speed. You set the reaching speed, which affects the rate of correction a lot. You'll be using some of these things someday. So these are my best and my top 10 VST plugins. Let's see some of them. Let's go fast now. You can have, when you get the Auto-Tune vocal bundle, you can get, it comes with the articulator. This is the Rtas Auto-Tune articulator. I bought these things. I can't tell you the prices offhand because I want to be very sure. I have to go online to check how much I paid from my PayPal account to buy or to purchase these things. You can have Auto-Tune Aspire, which checks the breathiness of the song. All this comes with those things. We have the choir, the Auto-Tune choir. We have the duo for choir making. So they have a lot. You can talk about the Auto-Tune throat, where you can shape the throat of the singer in order to get the type of voice that you want. All this comes with the Auto-Tune. I think it's the diamond bundle, which I purchased I think it's a year ago. It's about a year ago. So you just can have a lot of this Then you can come to the Nomad Factory, the Nomad Factory bundle. Nomad Factory, they also have a lot. Let me talk about this before I even go to the Nomad Factory. This gives you the warmth, that deep saturation you want in the vocal, for your vocal to cut through. So this is tube saturation, warm tube saturation generator. You send it here, you can see it increases the saturation here, and your voice will be cutting through the song. All these are for vocal processing. That is the warm tube saturator. It's very, very important. Wow, you should get all these things. Just invest in them. These are professional plugins. These things I'm talking about, they are professional plugins. Forget about going for free. Some of them are free, and as I said, some of the free plugins sound quality. The quality is not doubted. Undoubtedly they are good, but these are some of the things you can go for. This is also Rtas Auto-Tune Punch Evo. It makes a lot of difference. Alright, let's look at some of them. We can talk about the Nomad Factory plugins. This is a Nomad Factory, coming from the Nomad Factory. This is a brick wall limiter. I believe it's limiter. I have used it in my works. Alright, so you can see that Fruity Loop can recognize a lot of third-party plugins. I have used other software, but Fruity Loop does it a lot. You can use a lot of VST effects here. So all these are some of the Nomad Factory plugins. This is analog chorus coming from Nomad Factory, and it has a lot of nice effects and presets. I will take my time and make a tutorial video on how to use all these effects someday. It's very, very important. The Nomad Factory product. So go and get it. Just go for the Nomad Factory plugin and you get it. They have a nice compressor. So this is the compressor. You can see Nomad Factory. Nomad Factory is very, very important. Coming from Nomad Factory. It's vintage compressor. It's a vintage compressor. If you need warmth, then you have to go for some of these things. It's very, very nice. I'm trying to be quick to go through. They also have a de-esser. They also have a de-esser also coming from Nomad Factory. This is a de-esser coming from Nomad Factory. It's very, very important. It has a lot of presets. I click and replace with, and they have a very nice equalizer. They have about 3 equalizers in the bundle I had. This is an equalizer. You have about 3 equalizers in the bundle I have. It's very, very important to get this. Invest. So I have talked about Rtas Auto-Tune product. I'm also talking about Nomad Factory bundles. So there are some of them. They have the limiter. They have stereo imager. They also have a stereo imager. This is coming from Nomad Factory. Nomad Factory stereo imager. It's just like the one in Waves. We also have Waves, the 360 stereo imager. We also have a similar thing in Waves. So these are some of them. Go for them. Go for them. Go for them. Then we can talk about the Sound Toy EcoBoys product. The Sound Toy, you can talk about the Crystallizer EcoBoy bundle or product. You can talk about the Crystallizer coming from Sound Toys. This is coming from Sound Toys, and it's very, very effective in vocal processing. It has a certain delay. I have used it in some of my vocal works. It's very, very important. Go get them, search for them online, and you get the manufacturer and purchase it from them. Support them, purchase it from them. And where even plugins are free, I encourage you to donate to them. It's very, very important to do it. Alright, then we can talk about the decapitator. We just look at the Crystallizer. Let's look at the decapitator, which I believe is also coming from Sound Toys. These are some of their products. Decapitator, and it's very effective. Very effective. Compressors, very effective. It has a bunch of presets, very effective ones. It has a lot of presets for drum, for whatever, for vocal. You can get them. These are compressors and saturation tubes. It's very important. So invest. So that is some of the Sound Toy product. Yeah, let's look at this. The BBE product. The BBE. This is the sonic maximizer, and this the low contour, and then the processor. This is for cutting down low end, and this for increasing the brightness of the sound. They are very effective. The BBE. Don't forget, this is the D82 BBE sonic maximizer, and it has it. I think it's in 3. It's 3 in 1. If you get a whole bundle, this is coming from the BBE Sound. Just go online and purchase this. It's very important. So we'll be using some of these things for our mixing. It's very important. We're going to use some of these for our mixing very soon, and you will notice their effect. Alright, so we just look at the Decapitator. Alright, I have other Echo Boy Sound Toy products which we can use. I said that these are my lifetime investment. This is very good. It is like a delay. It's like a delay. Echo time. You can see echo time and then tempo time, and it has a lot of styles. Studio tape and other styles for vocal processing. They have a lot of effects. This is a form of a delay, and it has a lot of effects. You can use it on the vocal, especially for vocal processing. You have no problem at all. Alright, and let's look at effectors, Sound Toy effectors. Later on I'll show you. This comes from Sugarbyte. Later on I'll show you how to use all of these things. I'll make subsequent videos, so just stay on the channel. Just subscribe to my channel so that you'll be updated on how to use these things. Alright, now let's look at the Voxengo product. Voxengo bundle. This is the elephant. This is Voxengo elephant, and these are very nice and sweet professional plugins. What I'm showing you are what the professionals use. Please, what I'm showing you are what the professionals use. You can go online and then check somebody's top 10 plugins and see if you will not find this. You are going to find them, of course. You are going to find them. Then we can also talk about the fab filter. The fab filter. In my previous tutorial, we used the fab filter twin. It comes in this bundle. It's a whole bundle. If I tell you how much these things have cost me, I'm not lying. My plugins, I think it's thousands of dollars. I'm telling you, it's thousands of dollars. It's thousands of dollars. It has cost me so much, and I have invested all that money in this Fab Filter Pro C. I think it's a compressor, Fab Filter compressor. So it all comes in the Fab Filter product. It all comes in the Fab Filter bundle, and these are professional plugins using all the big professional studios. So these are some of them. I can't show you all the Fab Filter plugins. This is very sweet on vocal. I tried this on a certain vocal work I did for somebody, and it was just amazing. Fab Filter Saturn. I will take time and do a tutorial video on each one of them, how to use them. You can talk about the Fab Filter Timeless, which is also a form of a delay, and the reverb is a form of delay. So you can see delays here. Fab filter timeless. So it all comes in that bundle. So I have talked about Rtas vocal bundle. I have also talked about the Nomad Factory product. I have talked about Echo Boy, the Sound Toy Echo Boys. I have talked about the BBE plugins, and now I'm on Fab Filter. I've talked about Fab Filter. Let's shift a bit and go to other plugins. Yes, there is also what you call Fab Filter Volcano, and this can even be used for side chaining. This can be used for side chaining, but that is also, I have talked about the Fab Filter product. Alright, let's look at FET compressor. This is a tape saturator, soft tube FET. These are some of the tape saturators or tubes, and it's amazing. It sounds so well. Some of its presets are just amazing. We will use some of them in our mixing. Then later on, when we export everything, we bounce everything down to our WAV file and we do our vocal. We shall use some of them in processing our vocal due to their saturations. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. It's very, very important. So that is the FET compressor. It's very, very important. Alright, we can also talk about all these are part of, I've already talked about some of these. All these are part of the Voxengo bundle. This is the Voxengo Gliss equalizer. So Voxengo equalizer is very, very effective. I just don't want to be using these things here because of CPU usage, because if I use them, my screen recorder might get crappy. But we'll definitely use some of them later on. There will be a way out. So all these are some of them, and this is the other part. This comes with the BBE. We've already looked at BBE Sonic Maximizer. This is the BBE Harmonic Maximizer, and it makes the sound loud. They are compressors and limiters, and they have a lot of functions. So I have talked about the BBE as well. Don't forget, I've talked about all these things. And then apart from that, we can talk about let's see some of these products. And don't forget another guru or another giant in the industry, that is Isotope Ozone 5. Isotope Ozone 5. I was using Isotope Ozone 4, but as soon as Isotope Ozone 5 came, I went straight and purchased it online. So just go and get them. It's not just about making music, it's about the tools you have. It's very, very important. It's about the tools you have, and you can see some of these things. The equalizer, the reverb. This is usually used for mastering in some cases. It's very, very important. If you check the reverb will show. So it's very, very important. Let's not bypass this. Let's solo this. And you can see it has a very beautiful outlook. So if you are using the reverb, you can see pre-delay and other features. I'll make a special video on each one of these. They also have the harmonic exciter. You can see this is the harmonic exciter. This interface, you can make a lot of changes here. This is the harmonic exciter. You can make a lot of changes here. You can also have the dynamics and the stereo imaging for this product. Is very, very important. This is the dynamics. You can make changes here and you get amazing results. I don't want to waste too much time on this. So this is the Isotope Ozone 5. As you can see here, Isotope Ozone 5 Advanced. Get these plugins, they are the best. Nobody can doubt my plugins I'm showing you. They are what the professionals use, and that is what you should go for. So I keep telling you, it's not about arranging a lot of hardware. You have these things, you get amazing results even if you don't have hardware. So that is it. Isotope Ozone 5. What about Isotope Nectar 2? Isotope Nectar 2, it has everything you need for vocal. You can use only one plugin and get everything you want in vocal. It's very, very important. Just one plugin can process and give you amazing results. Just go to the overview and you will see what do you want. Pitch correction, you click here, you have pitch correction. It's very, very important. Pitch correction, you click here, you can correct your pitch. Let's not bypass it, let it function. So you come here, you can work on your pitch. You can even do some transposition. You can transpose over there. You can also gate the song just to get the noise out of it. You can do the gate. Alright, you can harmonize the song. For example, if only one person sang the song, you can create the voices. You can make it sound as if there were two voices singing. You can just add more. These are the voices. You can add one voice, let that go up, another voice, let this go down, let this come up. You can just activate them. You can have a lot of voices. You see, I've added another voice, a third voice, another voice going up. You can just create the voices and then change how many voices do you want in each. The first one, how many voices do you want there? If you want 4 voices, 2 voices, or 3 voices, it's just amazing. Just one vocal plugin, you can get everything, and you have a saturator, or what we usually call the tube. You can enhance the saturation of the song. You can have the SR, you can have a limiter, you can have it's just amazing. And for mixing, to preserve energy, you can shift to mix mode. And then in tracking mode. Nectar is in tracking mode, which lowers CPU usage. So when you are in tracking mode, that is for mixing, you lower the CPU usage. It's very, very important. You go to mixing mode, maybe you can put that on the master. It has a lot of amazing presets. It's usually used for mastering. It has a lot of amazing presets. For classicals alone, when you click, you have a lot of presets under it, and you can use this for mastering. This is what the professionals use. It's very, very important that you get this. So your tools you use tells a lot about the song. The tools you use tells a lot about the song. So it's very, very important that you get the right tools. Alright. You can have Isotope Nectar 2 pitch editor as well. The Nectar 2 comes with a pitch editor where you can have your vocals recorded in here. When the recording is done, you can simply you can see the waveform of your recordings here, and you can do some editing as well. These are the editing tools you have, which you can use for that result. It's very, very important. So these are some of them, and I remember very well that Nectar 2, I think it comes with the T-Pain effect. I think there was that contract between T-Pain and the Isotope, and they were able to come up with the T-Pain effect. I'm searching for it. If I see it, I'll open it up for you. So that's some of the Isotope product. It comes with a lot of product, the Isotope. Alright, let's see. Some of the lexicon reverbs, lexicon chamber. lexicon product. This is also good for vocals. You can do this for vocals or any other instrument you feel needs reverbs and delays. You can have them there. Alright, we have not exhausted them. I have a lot. I have a lot. Let's go to Oxford product. This is the Oxford Dynamic, the Oxford Dynamics product. In my intro video, introduction to DAW, I use it in a sample composition. So this has amazing functions. It's also one in a lot, though just once, but it has a lot of things. You can see here it also has a gate for reducing noise, and it's just smooth. The result of this plugin is just smooth. You can have the expander, the compressor, the limiter for side chaining, equalizer, and then some warmth to enhance the saturation. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So these plugins, you can see that it's one in a lot. One plugin has a gate, has an expander. It's just like the Isotope Nectar 2. So these are some of the plugins I would recommend that you have if you are serious. Invest in yourself, invest in your music, invest in your music. I'll show you how to get them. Just go online and type. So this is also Oxford limiter, the Oxford native limiter, and this one helps to avoid clipping. This one helps to avoid clipping. When you are in the safe mode, you are secured. No clipping is bound to happen. As soon as you put in this light, safe mode, there can never be clipping. You put this on the master, you can never go beyond the threshold, no matter how hard the song sounds. So it's very important. So that's the Oxford native product, Oxford product. So get the bundle, go and get the bundle. It's very important. Then I can also talk about the almighty I like this for its saturation, PSP Vintage Warmer 2. The PSP Vintage Warmer, it has a lot of preset as well, and it's a very good saturator. PSP Vintage Warmer, these are the best plugins you can ever have, and you can see that they all work with FL Studio in the VST. I've tried other DAWs which do not even recognize these to work with. That is, they are VST plugins. Go get them. Invest in your music. It's very good to have all this. You might think that they perform the same functions, but all of them have their own different feelings. They add their own different feelings to the song. It's very important that you do this. Alright, I also have the Cytomic The Glow. Cytomic The Glow. This is also like a saturator or a compressor. Cytomic The Glow. Search for it online. If you don't get it, I can help you get them. But buy the original from the owners. Contribute. I've always advised that even where the plugins are free, make sure, do as much as you can. You can find their support button and donate something to them. Do it, and someday your work will be rewarded, because it took somebody's efforts to get all these things done. People must be rewarded for their work. Avoid piracy in your music production. Just use original. Go for the original things and you'll be true. We can talk about Tornado. I think this is also from Sugarbyte, the Sugarbyte Tornado. In another video, I'll take my time and show you how all these things are used, and show you how all these plugins are used. It's very important, but they are actually the top 10 VST plugins you can ever talk about. All this, if anybody is arranging, any honest engineer is arranging the top 10 VST plugins, all my plugins should be found in them. I'm telling you, all my plugins should be found in them. Let's talk about this. The T-Rack Deluxe, the T-Rack, and you can use this for side chaining. It comes with a lot of plugins. Let's look at some of the plugins. The T-Rack bundle. The T-Rack bundle. You can talk about the classic compressor. The classic compressor. I'll be using this in my mixing because it has a very nice preset for guitars and it brings the sound out. So this is the T-Rack compressor. The T-Rack compressor. Check all this online, you get them. Sometimes either you go to manufacturer sites, eBay, or to Amazon, you're going to get them. This is IK Multimedia Production. The vendor is IK Multimedia. T-Rack from IK Multimedia. Alright, so this is the T-Rack compressor. Let's look at the multiband limiter. T-Rack multiband limiter. T-Rack multiband limiter. This is the multiband limiter. You can see the various bands here which you can effect in your song. It's very, very important. Get this. Get the IK Multimedia. Get the IK Multimedia product. IK Multimedia product, and you'll be okay. We also have the classic clipper. The classic clipper. T-Rack classic clipper. This is the classic clipper. This is the classic clipper. And it's just nice. They have very serious effect for mastering. You can use this for mastering. These are the products we use for mastering and not just anything. And then we can also talk about the T-Rack equalizer. This is the T-Rack equalizer. It's coming. Yes, this is the equalizer. So you can see the various bands here and you can affect them. For mastering, don't joke. That is why I'm telling you that I do all my mastering myself. I do my mixing and mastering myself because I have invested a lot in the tools. Let's look at the brickwall limiter. This is the brickwall limiter, the T-Rack brickwall limiter. The T-Rack brickwall limiter. And it's amazing. It's amazing. You can use this for mastering. Linear phase EQ. This is the linear phase EQ. Yes, the linear phase equalizer. All these are T-Rack products coming from IK Multimedia. We have the opto compressor. This is the opto compressor. T-Rack opto compressor coming from IK Multimedia. So you can have all of them, and you can use the rack for side chaining. Vintage compressor model. This is the vintage compressor model from T-Rack, and they are amazing tape saturators. They are amazing. Invest in your music. Don't go for just anything. As far as your mixing and mastering is concerned, we are not talking about loudness. We are talking about quality sound. And this is the T-Rack vintage equalizer. So that's why it is the rack. Look at the side chain, the instrument I just brought in here, so you can see the rack arrangement. Here, and you see how they follow up nicely. This is feeding the other, one is feeding the other. You can always trust this product for your mastering. It's very, very important that you get them. Alright, so I have talked about a lot of plugins, and not just any plugin, quality ones which are used by the professionals. Then we can talk about the Ubic bundle, Ubic plugins, serious tape saturators for mixing and mastering. Ubic plugins. This is the Ubic A, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. You can have all these things. You can have all these things. Ubic P. You can have all this. Just invest in your music. Invest in your music. Invest in your music. You can get all this online. Just type online. Now let's go to the giant, the master of all. The master of all. I'm not doubting other plugins, but you can see these are the Waves product. Waves. If you know music, you must know Waves. So these are the Waves VST effects or plugins. These are used for both mixing and mastering. Waves is a giant in the music industry. Waves is a giant in the music industry. They have amazing. This is for tuning vocal. It's just amazing. You have a lot of tools here you can use. After you have allowed, you click this and get your audio through it, and after you have done that, you can work on your vocal. It's very, very important. I'll be releasing subsequent videos on vocal processing and show you some of the tools you can use. Apart from auto tune and these waves, you can also use, there are a lot of things you can use. Yes, see this sign here, that is Waves product. It means the product is coming from Waves, and whatever comes from Waves, you can trust me, it's very good. Whatever comes from Waves, you can trust me, it's very, very, very good. Believe me, whatever comes from Waves is very good. Let's spend money on quality plugins. SSL channel. This has amazing features. SSL, the solid state logic, and it has a lot of amazing presets. Some of the presets are named after Chris Lord Alge. You can see CLA, Chris Lord Alge acoustic, Chris Lord Alge kick, Chris Lord Alge. He has a hand in this, definitely. This is the SSL channel, solid state. This is also coming from Waves, as you can see. This is also coming from Waves. All these are coming from Waves, and you can trust. It is the master of all. I wasn't wrong. So invest. Just invest in your music. Invest in your music. There is this plugin which is amazing for vocal processing. It's a compressor, compresses the vocal, and it also has a gate. So these are some of the plugins we're talking about. Go get them. It's just amazing. Go get them. Alright, so now that we know our tools and our plugins, let's go and do some mixing and use some of the best VST effects and plugins on the market. Just go to the market and get them. Just go to the market and you will get them. You won't have any problem at all. Just get to the market, go online and then check. You are going to get a lot of them. You're going to get a lot of them on the market. Just go and type in the item name and then find the vendor and purchase it. I have told you that even if a vendor makes a certain plugin for free, try and support that vendor and donate. But buy these things, invest in them, and you will never regret. If you find difficulty getting them or purchasing them where you are, just send me an email and I'll send you the link. I'll send you the manufacturer's link for you to go and get them. So I have talked about plugins, like I have talked about the Autotune EFX, I have talked about Autotune Evo, I've talked about the whole bundle, vocal bundle, the Avox Quai Articulator, Avox Duo Mutator, Punch, Cybel Throat, and more. I've talked about the Nomad Factory plugins like the brick wall, the compressor, the driver, the limiter, the gate limiter. I've talked about Sound Toy, the Sound Toys product, crystallizer, decapitator, and other product from Echo Boy. I've talked about the Sugar Bite Effectress. I've talked about product also from Voxengo, the Voxengo bundle. I've talked about the 5 filter product. It's a lot. There are a lot of plugins in that. I have talked about the FET compressor. I have talked about a lot, just to name a few. There are a lot of quality plugins you can get on the market. I have talked about the PSP Vintage Warmer. I have talked about Isotope Ozone 5. I have talked about Isotope Nectar 2, and so many other products, so many other things I could not show here, but that is just to give you an idea of the quality. And my top 20, let me say a lot a lot of my VST effects, and that is what shows your sound quality. Alright, let's go do some mixing now.